This is Rachel Smith, and we're going to be talking about long-term care all throughout the month of November and giving you product ideas. But today I'm going to take a couple of minutes to give you some sales ideas on what type of clients you should be targeting and what we're selling the most of today. So we're going to be talking about mining your book for long-term care clients and our low-hanging fruit. So typically, if you've not sold a lot of long-term care, most of the advisors that we work with are starting with annuity products. So there's three reasons for that. The first one is if you have clients with non-qualified assets, because of the Pension Protection Act, they can take money out of long-term care policies tax-free if used for long-term care expenses. Now, not all annuities qualify for that, but we can help you find the right product for you. So the Pension Protection Act and large gains are where you need to start. The second thing is clients ages 70 to 85. Most of the time, clients in that age range for underwriting purposes cannot qualify for long-term care, or it's super expensive. But with annuity plans, we actually have options for clients up to 85. The last thing is income riders. Now, we sell a lot of annuities here, and if you sell indexed or variable products, you may add income riders to those. And what we're noticing a lot of times is that the income values may be higher than your cash values. So if your clients do not need their income riders for income, we are telling you to go ahead and turn those riders on and use a portion of those assets to fund long-term care. The next category is CD money, and we like to call that possible idle assets. And we actually have a brochure that we've created if you've not seen it, and it's called Let's Talk About Idle Assets, and gives you examples of how you can use CD money for long-term care expenses. The second thing is if you have clients that have marked their CDs POD or TOD, that means paid upon death. That means they're probably not going to be using that CD for income. They're a great candidate for long-term care planning. The last thing is if they have over $50,000 in a CD and they're using that as their emergency fund, you can talk to them about what's your largest emergency is probably going to be your health. So those are great clients that you can target. The last thing is qualified money. Now, we all know that a lot of us personally putting a lot of money in 401ks, IRAs, but at some point you're going to have to spend those assets down and you're going to have to pay taxes on it if it's a traditional plan. So if you have clients reinvesting RMDs or they don't like taking RMDs, long-term care planning using those assets are a great way to think about it. And the last thing is I've had several advisors work with clients in pre-retirement when they're talking about income in retirement, going ahead and using a portion of their 401k money to pre-fund long-term care, and we have some solutions on how to help you do that. So let's go ahead and recap. We're talking about long-term care all month, and what we notice typically is that low-hanging fruit is with either annuities, CDs, or qualified plans. Now, before I end this, I want to go ahead and mention we do have a brochure called Let's Talk About Long-Term Care, and it focuses on the 4 different product types that we offer, and this is consumer approved, and you can add your logo to this. And when you're approaching your clients, you want to talk to them about what are their priorities, what are they looking for in a policy, how is their health, and what type of funds do they have to actually fund a plan with some knockout questions. And we have some of these cheat sheets for you. So if you want any of these pieces that I've talked about today, email Robert Fulcher at rfulcher@firstprotective.com or contact me and I will help you. Thank you for being a producer, and we'll talk to you soon.